lfctv. I'm going live again, like we always do, lads. What I'm going to do though, this is a bit different. I've been kicked out of my main room that I do my live streams on the computer again. So I've got a laptop today where I'm going to bring up the live stream so that I can actually read the chat a bit better than obviously where I'm on my phone. You're right, Gaming Lad, welcome to the stream, mate. I will be able to read the chat a little bit better, lads. So bear with me 2 seconds and I'll get on top of it. Do you know what I mean? What do you mean, warned? Give me 2 seconds, Shiwi. How are you today? We will talk about this very much. Because it is a little bit annoying. I'm not going to lie. I don't like what I'm seeing, really, guys. How are we all, though? Welcome, HK Beast, Thomas Billings. Not missing this one. No, you've only missed one, haven't you, mate? So, yeah, let's not miss this one, mate. Right, let's search myself, which is always a weird thing to do, isn't it? Oh, look, Liverpool fans warned before Man City game. This looks interesting, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to watch what this lad has to say, you know. Right, here we go. We're up and running. Cool, it's well weird seeing myself on the screen like that. Get off, you ugly mug. Right, so what we got? So we got Gaming Lad. Welcome to the stream, mate. The G-Wee, Thomas Billings, HK Beast. LJ, welcome to the stream, mate. What they're to be warned about, we already know them. Right, so let me talk about it, guys. What I mean by the title is there was a tweet, basically. It says Harold says stream buffering. Shouldn't be, mate. It looks fine on mine, so maybe it might be an internet connection your end, but just let me know if you carry on getting a problem, guys. Right, yes. So what I am seeing floating around on the internet, some of you guys may have seen as well, is that basically there was a tweet, and I believe it originated from like a Liverpool fan saying that, do you know, like on the memorable nights, European nights where all the Liverpool fans gather, they welcome the buses, you know, in the Liverpool bus, like all the fans, you've got all the flares going off, you know, there's some great footage of it. It's passion, you know, it's the massive build-up before the game. It's to intimidate the other team as well, but, you know, to really support your team and to back them. And this is basically what this tweet was about, to say, come on, let's have another night like this. Like, when we're at Anfield, like, let's do this. Let's all support the team. Big game, Champions League, you know, let's do it. And I'm not too sure, because I didn't see the tweet fully, but I think they use like a word like hostile or something in it. Well, from what I see, the reports are saying that there was a word like hostile, like make a hostile atmosphere. But what he meant basically, from what I take of it all, is let's make it an intimidating atmosphere. You know, let's put Man City under pressure before they even hit the stadium, before they even get on the pitch. You know, let's make them feel that, you know, it's a big game. Liverpool are going to be on top of them. You know, that's what I believe was the intentions with this. But they've turned it round, guys, with a little bit of a help from journalists here and there, and other people latching onto it as well. Man City fans all jumping on it, saying, oh, they're going to attack the Man City bus. They're going to be throwing flares, pyros, all this stuff. This is where it's now getting out of hand, guys. And I believe it's the police, the force, whatever you want to call it. The force may be with you, whatever. If you're the fans of Star Wars or whatever, whoever it is, I've been busy today, but I've seen that apparently there's been a statement released saying that you can go to prison or go to jail, whatever the terminology was, for throwing flares, pyros, whatever, before the game. Like, you know, in general, like if you're caught doing it, then you could serve time, basically. And I mean, this is an absolute joke. So what they're saying is they're warning Liverpool fans to not doing it. They're saying, can Liverpool fans work with the police force to not do that because it's dangerous and that. And they're basically trying everything, guys, to stop us from creating this atmosphere which, you know, could possibly intimidate Man City. And the Man City fans now are calling for Liverpool to not do it. They're trying to say that it shouldn't be allowed to happen. And, you know, like, with this warning from the police and that, like, saying that you'll serve jail if you do this, if you do that, like, come on, like, do one. Like, seriously, like, for me personally, guys, yeah, the footage that I've seen, I've never been a part of that atmosphere outside Anfield, which I would love to have been part of it, you know. The flares and that, like, I can see as a health and safety thing that maybe you could say, all right, it could be a little bit dangerous in certain situations, but has there been recorded, like, when we've done it in the past, has there ever been, like, an injury recorded because of this? I don't know, you know, like, I haven't looked into it that deep because, like I say, I've been busy since all this has come out, but if any of you guys have done a bit of digging into this and know about it, let me know with that one, because on a serious note, it's just to create an atmosphere at our own home ground, and I feel like Man City fans are doing it because they can't recreate that atmosphere. You know, it's something that I feel is annoying me, like just because a wording like hostile atmosphere may have been used in a tweet or whatever. So what? Because someone's tweeted it out, do they think that now all Liverpool fans are going to like follow this tweet like he's a messiah or whatever and like fully attack Man City? Like that's not going to happen. That's not Liverpool supporters. You know, we've never like attacked other teams or whatever. You know, like when we've done it, we just create an atmosphere. It's more about, you know, like getting behind your team, showing them that this is a big occasion, like rallying your team, like getting their spirits up. You know, like that's what I believe anyway. So, you know, for me personally, I feel like this is a little bit annoying, to be honest. I feel like it's getting blown out of proportion. I feel like it's going a little bit too far. The fact that the police, you know, are getting involved, are saying that you can go to prison over all this and everything, like, you know, it's a bit of a joke, isn't it really, guys? For me, I feel like it is anyway. You know, it's over a tweet, let's face it, like, why are they trying to... I feel like football, in general, is losing a bit of the atmosphere. We spoke before the Man United game, right? That the rivalries between teams and that already losing their way a little bit because, you know, with the way football these days, the referee blows whistles for the silliest of little shoulder barges and that. You can't show passion like you used to be able to. Like, the tackles can't be flying in and that. You can't show that passion anymore because you'll just get a red card straight away for a silly tackle. So football's already losing that. And then at the same hand, you know what I mean? Like, if they're now going to try and stop atmosphere as well on top of that, where's football going to be in 10 years' time, guys? Like, with the money involved in football as well, like, and the players losing respect for clubs, like, the future for football is not really, like, great, is it? Like, you know, like, when you look at it in that sense. So, yeah, I'm not best pleased with everything that I'm reading about it, but, you know, I feel like everything's been blown well out of proportion. This is just everything that I'm seeing over the media today, guys. Like I say, I haven't been able to do my own research into it, or I haven't been able to dig deep. It's just what I'm seeing pop up on my phone while I've had a couple of minutes here and there. And a lot of you guys have messaged me today saying, what do you think on this? It's absolutely ridiculous. Have you seen that the police are getting involved in that? And I was like, really? What? Are you joking? Like, over a bloody tweet? So, you know, this is what I thought, right, I'm going to do my live stream when I get back. Let you guys know what I think on it. And my main outlook on it all is it's been blown well out of proportion. Like, it's over the top. I'm going to go to the comments anyway, see what you lads think on it all. But for me, it's too much. It's too much. It's just to create an atmosphere. I don't think whoever it was that did this tweet was trying to say that we should attack them. And really, if someone was to say, let's attack Man City, do you think the Liverpool fans are that naive that everyone's just going to attack the Man City bus? No, they're bloody not. Like, we've done this before, guys. Like, it is part of our culture, like, with nights like this and everything. Like, it's about creating an amazing atmosphere, about letting them know, you know, they're turning up to a big event as well and that they should be nervous. You know, and it's about rallying the team, like I said at the beginning. So I don't see what the problem is with it, you know. I'm a bit scared, says a G-Wee. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nothing to be scared about. It was just, you know, I think it's just annoying, really, isn't it, guys? Game now, bring on City. Yeah, I'm getting hyped for it now, guys, I must admit. LJ, what there to be warned about, we already know them. I saw that one, didn't I? Harold, stream buffering, saw that one as well. Nakib says, hi, Daz, you right, mate? Welcome to the stream today. Kieran, you're right, Kieran, mate? The Manx grassing once again. Yeah, they're trying everything to try and stop us from, because I believe what I'm seeing is that they're trying to say that it will give us an advantage. It should be an advantage. A home game should be an advantage. Just because they might not be able to have as big an advantage at home because their fan base isn't as passionate as what ours are. I don't think you should be able to have a right in saying, like, that our fans shouldn't be able to do what we want to back our team. Like, that's like saying you can't chant all the way through the game because that's unfair, because that might help your team win. I'm sorry, but jog on. Like, seriously, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, for me, it's really, really annoying to read what I'm seeing today. Like I say, you know, the research hasn't been there for myself, guys. I don't know what else has been said about it. So, obviously, apologies if there's a few things that I've missed on it. Some of you guys may be a little bit more clued up on me, but obviously I'm having to do this in and around other stuff that I've got to do throughout my days. But yeah, honestly, guys, it's been blown well up, seriously. The fact that the police are involved in it, It's stupid, absolutely stupid. If the police are just saying it because they want to say, just in case anyone was having ideas about firing flares at the bus, fair enough. Like, I don't condone shooting flares at people or throwing them at buses and stuff like that. Like, whatever. Like, that's not on. But I really don't see Liverpool fans trying to harm their team. They're just trying to, put pressure on them. Which, what's harm with, I'm not saying throw it at them, but what I'm saying is, what's harm with the red smoke going off and the fans all cheering and all congregating like they do? Like, what's harm in that? It's football. It's atmosphere. Like, there's no bloody harm in that. Like, look at the other countries and like their fans. Like, they do a lot worse than what like Liverpool fans do in these scenarios. Like, jog on. Paul Pugh, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you today? Adam said, you're right, Adam, mate, welcome to the stream. What's up, Daz? Sorry wasn't on over the weekend. Some win, mate. Yeah, I know, it was quality, wasn't it, mate? Never be sorry for not joining in, guys, when you miss a stream or whatever. Like, you lot, I appreciate the amount of times you do tune in. Like, it does mean a lot for all your support and that. So, I'm just glad that you guys do join in when you do, But yeah, it was a quality game, wasn't it? Something I wanted to bring up in this one, everyone's still raving about Mo Salah, aren't they? But, I've seen a few people tweet out and say, like, that everyone needs to be saying more about Bobby Firmino as well. Like, it's his best season yet, like, with goal tally and stuff, like, and I did touch on that after the game, but yeah, like, on a serious note, like, Bobby Firmino is still an amazing player. He's getting better and better. So, yeah, for me, it's not that, I'm forgetting about Bobby Firmino, because I think if it wasn't for Firmino, Mane, the other players, Salah wouldn't be as good as what he is, like, and wouldn't have as many goals. So, by no way, shape or form am I trying to say that Salah's the be-all and end-all at Liverpool, but, he's a top-quality player as well, isn't he? Nothing like a good cup of tea, is it, guys? I am British. I do apologise. I've got to do it because my throat's a little bit dodgy today. Thomas Billings, a hostile atmosphere doesn't mean violence. We just mean lots of fans making the City fans think, oh my God, these guys are really up for it. You stupid journalists, honestly. Yeah, exactly. Maybe the tweet, if it said like hostile atmosphere or whatever, the wording could have maybe been a little bit better, like a bit different. But on a serious note, it's a bloody tweet. Like, since when do like police and that take tweets serious? Unless it's like something major, but a tweet about trying to support a team and get behind them and create an atmosphere, like, don't blow it out of proportion, guys. It's because a journalist has got a hold of it, and like, then other people get a hold of it. It's a bit like Chinese whispers and that, isn't it, really? Like, they're trying to make a mountain out of a molehill, really. And it's just, the reason I thought I would cover this and say what I thought on it is because a lot of you guys have messaged me today. My phone's been going off. I haven't messaged you guys back, so apologies. Normally I do message you back and I'll get on the messages, but I thought I'd do a live stream. This can be what I do today. We know that we're on an international break, so I thought today's live stream can be about this. And in that way, I can answer you guys that have asked me about it, what I thought on it all, And to be honest with you lot, it is just, it's a load of rubbish. Liverpool fans aren't planning to do Man City's team in, The only way Liverpool are planning on doing Man City in are on the pitch, We're planning on kicking them out of the Champions League. And if that means that you go to prison for it, then I'm sorry, but I think Mo Salah's going to be doing life after this game, because I'm pretty sure that he's going to absolutely murder him on the pitch. Like, I hope so. Anyway, guys, fingers and toes crossed. Anyway, Paul says it's probably some prick who needs to moan about shit. Yeah, probably, mate, probably. Robbie Ree says, eat a kebab for us. Eat a kebab for us. So random. Welcome to the stream anyway, Robbie. Thomas says, this is what it's like at real football club with real support. City need to grow some damn balls and realise they are playing a team with the best fans in the world. Yeah, it looked like it buffered a little bit there, guys, so apologies if there was a few problems there. I think they're trying anything they can to literally just like say they don't want us to have a massive advantage at home. And like I say, maybe what that comes down to is they are a bit jealous of the support. And it's something that I said, Man City may have the power, they may have the money, and they've got a quality team. Like, I respect Man City's football this season. They are the best team in the league. I've said that, like, I'm not biased when it comes to football. I support Liverpool Football Club. To me, they're the greatest team in the world. And people will go, oh, you're blind because you support Liverpool. So be it, Liverpool are my team. But I'm not a biased fan. I say Man City are the best team this year. Their football's been outstanding. Now, it is a tough task ahead of us. But something that Man City can't say is that their fan base is anywhere near as passionate and as big as Liverpool's. You can't say that. If you're a Man City supporter now, you'd want to think that, but on a serious note, how can you say that? You haven't got the history, you ain't got a heritage, as Mourinho wants to put out there, even though I don't think Mourinho quite knows what the word means, to be honest. But, you just haven't got that. Liverpool have got that. So now they're starting to throw a little hissy fit. They're trying anything they can to try and put a spanner in the works. But let's face it, guys. If they're trying this already, then their fans are nervous. And they're already they're not liking the thought of coming to Anfield. So it's a good sign, really. Even though a couple of the Man City supporters that I've spoke to, there's been a few that have been honest and said it could go either way. They're a bit nervous, but the majority of them that I've spoke to have said, we're going through in this one. We're not scared of you guys, and that your defence is too weak. We're going to destroy you. Look at what happened in the first game this year. We absolutely played you off the park. Just want to say, Mane did get sent off. We had 10 men. Anyone that goes 10 men down against a team that is as good as yours, is in for trouble, isn't it? Let's face it. When we had 11 men, what was the score? I know you come back into it, but our defence was still shaky at that point. Our defence is a lot better now, guys. So you aren't going to have an easy ride in this game, put it that way. City fans are jealous of the way Liverpool fans can create an atmosphere. 100%, Paul, 100%. That's what it comes down to. For me, anyway, I think it's a joke, says LJ. I do as well, mate, I do. Maverick, you're right, Maverick, mate, how are you? This is BS, as we will do, as we always do, and bring the noise. This is nonsense. It's just people are going over the top. Yeah, I fully agree, Mav. I fully agree. Something that I think is all this stuff that's going on, guys, yeah, this is only going to make Liverpool supporters do it more. If there's anything that I can say to any of you guys, if any of you guys are going to that match and you're in and around Liverpool, go and support the team. Get out there that day and get involved and back the team and do it even more so. If you wasn't planning on doing it, if you can get there, go and bloody do it. If I could get there for that day, I would be doing it because, this just makes me more determined to do everything that we can to, get one over on them in any way, shape or form that we can. I'm not sitting here saying that it's all Man City fans. I'm not doing that, but the Man City fans that I've seen that are saying, oh, Liverpool, they're going to attack us, our team, they're trying dirty tactics and stuff, they're trying to scare us, the police should do more. Shut it. Absolutely shut it. To them Man City fans. But I know they're not all the same, It's the same with any football club. Liverpool fans, we're Liverpool supporters, yeah? And a lot of you guys, my subscribers, are good Liverpool subscribers. I've got rid of the ones that are probably knobheads. We banned a few, haven't we, guys? Let's face it. But I am aware that there are some Liverpool supporters out there that fans say, oh, they're this, they're that. Every team's got good and bad supporters. So I'm not trying to say that it's all Man City supporters. I'm not trying to say all journalists are dickheads, but we know a few, don't we? But whoever is saying about this and doing all this, and the police saying, you'll do time for having a flare, do you know what I mean? Bloody hell, seriously, let's see how much flair Bobby Firmino's got then, because like I say, Firmino would be the main one with a flare on that day, and him and Salah, hopefully. Mane, the rest of the team, hopefully they just absolutely destroy Man City. That would be nice when they can all jog on, and let's face it. Paul, bloody PC Brigade needs a tie breeze block around the neck and jump off high bridge. Wow, Paul, you've gone big with that statement, man. Oh, Jesus. Gaming lads, where was it? Sorry, mate, it's just jumped on me. Let me get back to your comment there. City are jealous of our fans as they all have plastic glory hunters who have a Barca, Real, Bayern, Juve, PSG and a 16-17 Chelsea shirt in their wardrobe. Yeah. The future of football will be bloody non-contact football, says Thomas Billings. Yeah, like tag football. Like tag rugby when you was little at school and you had to pull that thing off. What's that crap about, I do worry where the future of football is going. I'm not going to lie. If they're trying to change the atmosphere and that as well, I don't agree with, it when things kick off and that, when you're younger and that, you look at, football hooligans and that, back in the day, hooligans and stuff, when they went and had rucks and that, it was they loved it and that. And when I was younger, I was yeah, it's it. But as you get older and you've got kids and stuff, I started to think, oh God, I'd hate it if I was at a game and I got caught up in, violence that was going on and stuff. So you start to see things a bit different. So I don't agree with violence and that when it comes to football and things these days, but I know that people's views on things like that are different, you know. So, you know, I don't condone violence or anything in any way, shape or form like that, but atmosphere and that, guys, you know, like when the police have tried to get rid of the violence in the game, that is part of health and safety. But if you're trying to nullify and dull down an atmosphere that fans try and create for their team and show their passion, that's bollocks, guys. I'm sorry, that is absolute rubbish. You can't do that. Like, you know, like I say, I get when the police don't get involved with like violence and stuff, but you can't tell me that, you know, trying to support a team when they come into the stadium is like something that the police don't need to get involved in, and over a tweet as well. Seriously, like, you know, that's what makes me laugh, really, guys. It's all being blown out far too much. Paul, City fans are basically saying we shouldn't cheer on our team. All I can say is to them, F off. Yeah, exactly. Brad the Game says, hello, I'm going to City game on the beach TV. Yes, Brad, mate. You're right, Brad. Brad, get involved, mate. Get involved. Get the cheering going. I'm pretty sure, you know, it'll be going anyway, innit? But smash a thumbs up, guys, if you think that Liverpool fans all need to turn up even more now than what they was going to anyway. I'm pretty sure the support was going to be massive for this game, but it should be even more so. You know, like I say, if I could get there, then I would be like going absolutely mental, because this just makes us like need to do it more, really, just to shut them up. You know, they've tried a tactic that for me is just not going to work. It's just going to make it worse for them. You know, why shouldn't we have a home advantage and use our crowd? You know, they're the 12th player apparently. You know, the fans are the 12th man. So bring it on. We're going to have like 15 men that day, hopefully. That's the way it should feel to Man City before they even get to the stadium. Say what? Says Shitty fans, this is what historical clubs do. Yep, totally agree, mate. Totally agree. This is what it's all about. Like, you know, we've done it before. There was no harm. From what I can tell, guys, like I say, I haven't done any digging. I don't know whether there was any injuries or whatever, like, but I haven't seen anything, you know, so I don't think there's any problem with it, lads. So I don't know why they're making a big deal out of it. Like, Paul's, no, where was we? Picky says, I love you too, Picky. You're right, mate, welcome to the stream. How are you today, buddy? Al says, how much did it cost for your brows threading, mate? I don't have brows thread, my missus tweezers them. I wouldn't pay for it, do you know what I mean? But yeah, if my missus didn't get hold of them every now and then with the tweezers, I'd look like a Wookiee, mate, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Like, my old eyebrows try and connect, like, through the middle, you know, like, seriously, like, so I have to be a little bit careful. But yeah, do you like it? Like, I look a bit smart, don't I? What? The fact that you know about threading worries me, though. Do you know what I mean? Because I know about it, because I know blokes that have it done. So yeah, just trying to say, you know. But yeah, on a serious note, guys. What was I going to say? Yeah, don't pay to get your eyebrows done, lads. Don't pay for anything like that. Get a bird. I mean, you don't have to pay, dear, really. Let's face it. Mitchell, Ales. You alright, Mitchell, mate? How are you today, buddy? Picky says, I need love. That's like an old song. What is that? Any of you old school or that's around my age or a bit older, I Need Love. LL Cool J in it, an old school LL Cool J song. I believe that was actually my mum and dad's like song, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know whether kids of today have like songs when they're in a relationship or whatever, but I believe that was my mum and dad's song that I had. Like, I need love. Like, I don't even know how it goes, like, but yeah, LL Cool J. Some of you youngsters may not even know who he is, but he was a bit of a legend when I was young. James says, is Liverpool playing today? No, mate, they're not. I don't know about the youngsters, if you know what I mean, but the main team aren't. But how are you anyway, James? Welcome to the stream. Nakib, you're right, mate. Pathetic from City. No wonder football is on its arse. They can't fill their own ground with officials of their club. Petrified of a bit of atmosphere. No, exactly, mate. This is you know, this is the whole thing to do with it. It's just they're trying everything, aren't they? It's end of, really, you know, like, why can't we support our team? It's simple as that. Paul says, Daz, did you see the champ saying Pogba's being unfairly treated by Marine, and Luke Shaw is having a bad time and senior players aren't happy? I didn't see him say about it, but I know that obviously there's a few things going on there. A lot of people are saying about Mourinho and like how he treats his players, like he limits them, you know, because he sets up quite defensive. So the players, he tries to say, no, you can't do what you want to do. And then when they don't play well, he then all of a sudden turns around and goes, oh, you're crap, and throws them under the bus that he parks in front of the goal, you know. So for me, he's not a great manager when it comes for the players. But something that you have to say about Mourinho, he's a dick, but he gets results and that, but mainly because money just gets thrown at him and at new players. If it doesn't work out for a player, he gets rid of them. He throws them under the bus, gets rid of them, and then he just buys another one in. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen at Man United if he stays there, you know. So, but I haven't seen about that at the moment, mate. Has it come out today or whatever, Paul? Was it like yesterday or whatever? Like I say, today I've been really busy, so Thomas, we beat them 4-3, so we can do it again. We didn't even have Van Dijk for that game. He was injured, yeah. There's a few factors that come into it for me, is why Liverpool shouldn't be scared going into Man City. I'm nervous, guys. Don't get me wrong. Like, I am nervous because Man City are the best team in the Premier League. So I am nervous. And for me, Liverpool's mentality can be very up and down. Like I've said, we're still that little notch off where we need to be to compete for the Premier League title and for, you know, winning trophies again. But we've proven that we can beat them. So I want to see us go into this game full of confidence, full of beans, play the Liverpool way. Hopefully we come out of it on top. And then we go to Man City's ground and finish them off. You know, that would be good. I think the tactic for me, like we've said before on the channel, is try and keep a clean sheet at home. Try and get the win. Go to Man City. Try and score a couple of goals. You know, if we could do that, then hopefully it's enough to get through to the next round. Man City will be nervous if they come away from Anfield without scoring at least 1 or 2 goals. Trust me. So, you know, that's what I hope we can do. And then the pressure is all on them. And I don't, you know, that would give Liverpool a boost as well if they know that we've kept a clean sheet at home. So we've got a good record at home this season, guys, for not really conceding goals. But Man City are bloody good attacking, aren't they? So like I say, I'm nervous, but we should also be like, we can do it, you know. Like, it's not impossible because Liverpool have beat them already this year. James, thanks, Paul. Marine has been horrible to Pogba-like. Yeah, I've seen about people saying how he's been and everything with his players. Paul, Mitchell, he can't deal with the talent. No. Nakeem says, we did miss Van Dijk against City last game, but to be fair, they didn't have David Silva. If David Silva plays that game, it could have been a very different game. Yeah, David Silva's definitely a threat. Klopp knows a lot about David Silva, though, doesn't he? Because he highly rates him, you know. So, hopefully, if Silva does feature against Liverpool, Klopp knows how to nullify him because he said that he's a massive fan of his and, you know, he knows how instrumental he is to Man City's game. I was just laughing at autocorrect calling Mourinho Maureen, Paul. Yeah, Mitchell, that's why I was like, Maureen. James says Mitchell McAvid, Paul. Daz, I hate feminists and a politically correct brigade because they have no ball. They only want best for them. Really, Paul? It's well random, that, isn't it? It's a completely different topic, that, Paul. I avoid certain topics and that on, like, obviously on YouTube and on the streams and that. So maybe we can talk off of YouTube about certain things, mate. But obviously, yeah, I do avoid certain things for obvious reasons. Because that way I don't get in trouble about saying the wrong thing. Because you know you can't ever please everyone, you know. Do you think we will beat Man City? Says Unknown Dude. You're right, mate. Welcome to the stream. Do I think we'll beat Man City? I hope we do, mate. I think that we could if we turn up. You know, like I say, I think the key to it is to keep a clean sheet at home. If we could win 2-0 at home, I think that would be the key to, you know, really putting the pressure on Man City to when the second game comes up, and then Liverpool could really, you know, do well. But if Man City was to come to Anfield and come away with a couple of goals, then the pressure's on Liverpool, and it'd be a hard task. So, you know, I'm not one of these fans that's going to sit here and say, yeah, Liverpool are going to blitz them, you know, like. Man City are a very, very hard team to beat. They're a quality team. They've done really, really well this year. They've got a quality manager, quality players. They're dangerous. They score goals for fun. But the one thing that we do know is that Man City will play their way, and that kind of does play into Liverpool's hands. Liverpool like teams that try and play against them. So do I think that Liverpool could beat City? Yes. If we turn up on the day and play the Liverpool way and give it our all, then I can't see why we couldn't, mate. I can't see why not, but it all depends, doesn't it, you know? There is one on your channel, says James. Oh, we must be talking to Mitchell there. Paul, Unknown, it'll be close, but I think we can. Yeah, I agree, mate. You know, Bill was just going past. Maybe they've just spotted a flare down the bottom of the road, you know? You know what these flare throwers are like? Jesus. I know that was years ago, just me on my phone. James, Gaming Lad, did you see what Bobby said about changing tactics when Coutinho left? I haven't, mate. I haven't at the moment. Obviously, You know, there's been a couple of things over the last couple of days that I've seen that the players are starting to say, like Wijnaldum, you know, saying it's not just about the front three and that, it's about the rest of the team and stuff. But I haven't had too much time to sit and dig into it all. So that's what I wanted to talk about this today. And then my missus at work tonight, so I've got my son later tonight. So I probably won't be able to do a live stream tonight, guys, because obviously I hate having to run off the stream to try and sort him out and that. But tomorrow, if I get any time later on, hopefully I would have been able to look up all my stuff about what's been going on, and we'll talk a bit more. So yeah, is there anything in particular that you want me to look up and talk about, guys? What in particular did he say about the tactics being changed gaming that you'd like me to know about, mate? Gaz, alright, Daz, what's happening? You alright, Gazzy, mate? How are you, buddy? Nothing much, mate. It's just basically about, you know, before the Man City game, the police saying that Liverpool fans found throwing flares and pyros and all that stuff would be doing jail time if they're caught, or could do jail time, basically. Absolute rubbish. It's all come from a tweet from a Liverpool fan saying we need to shout like we do outside, all the fans singing, making an atmosphere. But because of a wording, like a word like hostile or something was used, they're trying to say that we're going to attack the bus, the players, the fans, whatever. And it wasn't about that at all. It's about getting behind the team. That's basically what you missed at the beginning. To summarise it all, you know, some people say that I beat around the bush with how I say things, but let's face it, I don't. I tried to answer all your questions, and a lot of you guys ask me the same questions over. That's why I often repeat certain things, guys, like you just asked then. So I've had to say it again. So yeah, for anyone that doesn't like the way I keep saying the same things, it's only because I'm doing what my subscribers like and, you know, answering all your questions. Next, we will get banned for cursing. So if we play any Italian, we can sing "Stick Your Peaks Up Your Ass." Yeah, that's what I mean, Paul. Where does it end? You know, they want to, you know, get rid of flares and that. They want to. Soon you won't be able to chant. Soon you won't be able to do certain things. You know, football and, you know, the way we support our teams has changed a lot over the years already. Where will it end? You know, the game is changing. I don't like this offside rule these days where you're offside if one of your players it kind of interferes with play, but doesn't have to touch a ball, but it could be classed as interfering with the play. Like, I don't like that. Like, what's wrong with the old offside rule? You know, I don't like the way football's going in certain aspects, and I feel like with the new computer system coming into it and that, like, it could slow the game down too much as well. Like, it will just, you'll lose too much of the passion, and I don't want to see football lose passion, because that's what football's all about, really, isn't it? That's why we love it, like, so much. Go there, Michael Bradley. You're right, Michael, mate, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove for the first time in my life. I need love. That's it, mate. That is it. That is the LL Cool J song. That's the one that my mum and dad had as their song and that. Like, that is it. Seriously. As soon as I saw them words, it like started coming back. I was like, that is the one. Quality, absolute quality. So I know that you're a certain age then, Michael, really. Game out, I don't know, I heard he said something, but I haven't been ill recently. The song Dads was conceived, so that's great, lol. Yeah, Mitchell, we are, what age are you? Luke Shaw's career is being ruined, says Gaming Lad. Yeah, I agree. I think Luke Shaw made the wrong move going to Man United, to be honest. Luke Shaw is a decent defender. I agree, Paul. I agree. You know, Luke Shaw is someone that I would have gone for a few years back. He suffered a bit, didn't he? But it would have been a good player if we would have got hold of him, I reckon. Paul said I was reading on this morning. Can you... no, where was we? I'm going to try and catch up. Falling a bit behind on the thing. I had a nightmare about the devil. I shouted Ben Yedder. Yeah. Which I used to play God. Oops, didn't mean to put the S. I prefer the cyber games. Charlie Frederick. Tom Connolly, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you today, buddy? Hey, Daz, what you doing here this early? What's happening? It's just, mate, you know, one day down the line, I want to get like a little bit of a rota going so you guys know when to expect my videos. But at the moment, it's not a job for me, so I have to try and fit my live streams and that in and around my personal life. The missus is at work tonight, so I've got Riley. You know, so I was like, right, I'll get a live stream going now, talk to you guys before I have to obviously start looking after my son and that, before dinner time and things like that, and I have to take her to work. That way, it's not like it comes to, I've got all that to do, and then later on, I think, can I do a live stream now? I mean, I can't. I mean, you know, we haven't been able to discuss this topic today. So that's why, mate. But yeah, maybe in the future, like people have said to me, are you going to plan, like, do a set rotor and that? It will happen, guys. But maybe when I start to make a bit more money, so, you know, that way I can afford to not have such a big, busy life around this, you know. But as it stands at the moment, other things come before this, you know, like this is just a bit of a hobby and talking to you geezers, isn't it? It's you know, it's like going to the pub and talking to your mates, isn't it? Like, you know, you have to do that around work, you have to do that around your family, you have to do that around your missus, you know, like, if your missus says, oh yeah, you need to do this today, like, you just fuck off to the pub anyway, don't you know? Mitchell, no, mate, keep tuned on the Beach TV. That's where all the action is. Yeah, well done, Mitchell, mate, well done. Robert Blair, you're right, mate. If Man U have a fire sale in the summer with the likes of Marshall, Shaw, Rashford, Bailey, etc. up for sale, would want any of them at Liverpool? You know, I'll tell you what, mate. I'll be totally honest, right? Because a lot of times I'd say, oh no, I wouldn't like anyone that's played for Man United just because of the pure fact of like being a Man United player, but I must admit, because I'm English as well, like I think Rashford is a quality player. Because he's young as well, I think I'd take Rashford, to be honest. I think in our system, you imagine having Rashford on the left, because I still feel that Mane needs competition on the left. It could be a really deadly system, like, for us. So, yeah, if Rashford was to go, which I don't think he will, to be honest. But if he was to go, then I don't know why Liverpool wouldn't go all in. But Rashford will end up clearing off to Real Madrid if he goes anywhere, somewhere like that in the future. But yeah, that's just my view. But what about you guys? But like I say, for me, I guarantee a lot of Liverpool supporters will say, I wouldn't take any of them except Man U and that. And I'm very much like that. Like, even to the point where when people were saying to me about what goalkeeper do you want, what about Schmeichel, you know, at Leicester, I was like, nah, because I wouldn't want his dad sitting in Anfield watching his son all the time because he used to play for Man United. So, you know, I get why people would say that because I'm like that about things. But I've got to admit, like, I really do rate Rashford. And maybe he hasn't been quite corrupt just yet, you know, because of his age. So we can only hope, can't we? But I can't see it happening anyway, mate. Thomas, I prefer to have played at Anfield in the second leg. Me too, Thomas, me too. Bit of a shame in it, but it is what it is. At least we know what we've got to do. We know we've got to play now. So, you know, Liverpool, Klopp, the fans, we all know the task at hand. We've all got to get together, do what we've got to do, get through, go on, win the Champions League. Let's do it. The task is there. Let's do it, guys. We can all do it together, can't we? Robbo is training to break Sterling's leg. Yeah, it's like, I could just imagine Robbo, like, a scene from, like, any of you older lot, like, again, I always say older lot because obviously I'm a bit older, and I don't know whether you younger lot would have watched some of the old school films or whatever, but any of you, Jean-Claude Van Damme, kickboxer, do you know, at the beginning, the Thai kickboxer, they're like kicking the wall or whatever, like, and the concrete bollard, and it's like shaking and breaking and that, like, that's Robbo training, like, for Sterling, you know what I mean, like, some of you, most of you, probably won't have a clue what I'm chatting about, but I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme film lover from when I was young, you know what I mean, Bloodsport, all them sort of films, but yeah, Robbo is kicking a concrete bollard and he's like, Sterling's getting it, you know, yeah, basically. Mitchell, do you have an Xbox? There's action here that a brothel. There's more action here than on a brothel, says Paul. Yeah, apparently so, Paul. Apparently so. You know, I do this in the daytime and in the evening time. We go to a bit of cam girl action. I get the old phone out, don't I? You know, I end up turning the camera a bit, laying on my side, and opinion on Trent training with the first team for England, Daz? I think that's good, man. I think that's good. Obviously, Trent's still young, isn't he? You know, he's got a big future. Trent has got a big future. He still needs to get some experience under his belt. And this is only going to benefit Liverpool as well. Because training around, like, England, in and around the players as well, getting the experience of going with them for these games and stuff, that's going to give him experience. That's going to make him stronger mentally as well. So I like it personally. I think it's good for Liverpool and good for Trent for the future. So yeah, I think it's good news, mate, to be honest. So I'm glad you brought it up actually, because it is something that I thought about. I would touch on over the next couple of days, but I'm glad you reminded me. Have that. What is your name? I would love to get a PS4, bro, but can't. Yeah, Jasmine, James, MI6 are watching you, Daz. I laugh my ass off. MI6 are always watching me, mate. Like, everyone's watching me, you know what I mean? Like, I've been looking at all this stuff recently about on Twitter. Do you know, have any of you seen about this voicemail? Ty voicemail, TY voicemail. If any of you haven't seen about it, like, he got this voicemail apparently, which is like a code or whatever, but then it's like it's a hoax and all this. But it's quite interesting just to read up on it. So read up on it if you haven't or whatever. But yeah, so they're probably watching me because I've been digging and doing my conspiracy theory crap like I always do. So yeah, MI6, the government are watching me, lads. You know, that's why I'm on YouTube. The truth is out there. Thomas Billings, if we beat City, there's nothing stopping us from winning the whole thing. I believe so, Thomas. I believe so. I think it would give us the confidence to really push on. If we beat the best team in the Premier League, in the Champions League, and we go through, why can't we go on to win the Champions League? Why not? Unknown, are you going to see the game at Anfield? I'm not, mate. I wish I was, but I can't. I'm not able to. So, but I wish I was. If I was there, then it would be amazing. I think the atmosphere is going to be outstanding, especially with all this stuff going on. The fans are just going to be even more. There's going to be an absolute roar in there. I can't wait for the game now. Like, I want to get the game going, see how Liverpool set up, see what their game strategy is. But for me, we need to keep a clean sheet, try and get a couple of goals to take it to Man City at their ground, you know. James says, do you have a kid? If you're talking to me, James, mate, I do, mate. I've got a son. He's nearly he's not far off 2 years old now. So, yes, I do have a child, my friend. Does Genie deserve a start next game? Yeah, I believe so, Paul. I think we missed him a bit when he's in. I think he definitely helps switch and that transition from defence to attack. Genie makes that a lot quicker for us, so I like that, you know. I like it when Genie's on. But, you know, it depends what sort of a game it is, really, doesn't it? Who's the next game? I think it's Palace, isn't it, guys? So it does depend what Klopp sees we need in midfield. But I think that sort of a game, Genie might come in handy. So I believe so, mate. Let me know what you think on it, though, Paul. The winner from Liverpool City tie will go on to win the Champions League. That's how I see it. Probably Nikki, mate, probably. I believe so. You know, like I said, if we get kicked out by City, as long as Liverpool turn up and play the Liverpool way and we play with confidence and the players try, you know, then I'll be disappointed, but I won't be like, it is what it is. If Man City manage to beat us, they're a quality team this year. If they go on to win the Champions League, good luck to them. If they knock us out, they obviously would have deserved it. But I just want to see Liverpool give it their all, and I hope that we've got enough to beat them, guys. Because I think that if we do give it our all, I can't see why we can't, you know. But we got two games to take it to Man City and to really test what they've got, you know. They're the best team in the Premier League this year over the full season, but have they got the mentality to take on Liverpool full flair, you know, over 2 games? Let's see if Liverpool have got what it takes now to do that as well, you know. It's going to be 2 entertaining games, hopefully, for both sets of fans, you know. Robert Blair says, being honest, I don't like flares in the ground. Yeah, they make great optics when you watch it back on TV and can point to yourself, but it gets tired quick when you're not into it. I get what you mean, Robert. Yeah. You know, like I say, I do get like how some people can look at it like as well as like a bit of a health and safety thing. I do get like options like that as well, like, and it can like obviously if you're in the ground and one goes off, it can like visually stop you from seeing parts of the match, and that can be annoying, especially if you paid money. You know, like I've never like been in a situation where I haven't been able to see a match because of a flare being in front of me, but I can see your point in that on it, you know. But I think the problem like with this is I don't like how like from one tweet it's all blown out of proportion. Do you see what I'm saying, Robert? Like, and they're saying you can go to prison for a flare and stuff like that. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it, mate? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but I do see people's points where they don't like flares and stuff, but I just don't like how they're trying to say that we can't do this, we're not allowed to do that, and going as far as saying you're going to go to prison for doing things like jog on. You know what I mean? Like, silly, guys, silly, innit? Sup, mate? You're right, 420. Sesh, mate, how are you today? Welcome to the stream, buddy. I want Sahar, he's unbelievable. He's a good player, Mitchell, he's a good player. Bit wasted, isn't he, where he is? What did everyone think of Danny Welbeck's dive against Milan? Absolutely ridiculous, to be honest, mate. I don't get why players dive. I think it's absolutely stupid. I didn't like that when Moreno played for us last, and Moreno threw himself to the ground a couple of times. I was like, get up, wuss. I hate it when players dive. I really do. It gives football a bad name. That's why like people do say, oh, footballers are like wusses and that, you know, like, and you can't argue with half of them. But I don't see why they need all the theatricals and stuff with it. Tom Conley, what do the subs think of a proper approved pyro section at Anfield? Same as Dortmund, it scares bollocks out the opposing team when you see the glow behind the big banners and flags. I think it's a good idea, Tom, to be honest. I'd like to know what everyone else thinks, but, you know, like, at least then everyone knows where they stand. So, yeah, I generally think that's a good idea, personally. So, but, yeah, let me know what you guys think on it anyway. It sounds like someone just had a crash outside. I don't know what's going on out there, so... right, I've just looked at the time. I am going to have to shut it down in a second, lads, because I've got stuff that I've still got to do, but hopefully we've gone over the stuff, and I know I've obviously said like the same thing a few times on it, but I had to answer a few of your questions about it, so, you know, but to summarise it all, lads, on a serious note, it's rubbish, isn't it? Let's face it, like, everyone needs to turn up and do what we do. Liverpool supporters are passionate. Get behind the team, put Man City team under pressure, let them know that they're turning up to the biggest game that they're going to have all bloody season at Anfield. You know, like, that's what it comes down to. I want them to be quivering, like, before they get in there. And I don't mean in a violent way before anyone tries to take it out of context. You know, it's not about violence. It's about getting behind your team and creating a bloody atmosphere that Liverpool fans do. And we are the best in the world at doing it. So that's what I want, you know what I mean? So on a serious note, like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. And anyone that says otherwise, like, pipe down, really, seriously. That's my views on it all, guys. And let me just make sure I didn't miss anyone at the bottom here that come in. I didn't, lads. Good, Daz, do you live in a rough area? Says Paul. No, not really, mate. It's not too bad, do you know what I mean? It's not the best. I ain't no posho or anything, you know, like, not that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, like, that's the odd thing in that. But what it is there's a town, I basically live in a town, so you've always got the old building out around and stuff, like, it's busy more than anything. But, yeah, that's the main thing. Cops flying around and crashes, yeah, I guess it's just being in a busy town, isn't it, really? But, yeah, the town's not far from me, like, and our road where we live, so constantly got cars and that, and it's like a main route for, like, getting in and out of town and stuff, so that's why, mate, basically. But yeah, like, just don't worry about the shootings and that out the front. That doesn't mean it's rough, it's just because it's a town, basically. I live in a shithole full of wasters. Oh, do you, mate? Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. Do you know what I mean? I grew up in absolute shitholes, to be honest. Like, not gonna lie, like, this is probably the best area that I have lived in, to be honest. Like, which is nice, like, because obviously I've got a kid now, and we're moving soon as well, like, within the next few weeks, hopefully, to an even nicer area, so that'd be nice. But, yeah, like, when I was younger and that, like, some of the areas that I lived in, do you know what I mean? Bloody hell, like, not pleasant, but it makes you the person that you are, innit? Once you close your door, it don't matter, does it? You're only as rough as what your house is, so I'm well rough, mate, because my house is a shithole. I'm joking. Daz, I can't wait for City to go to Anfield and smash you lot 3-0 in the first leg. Yeah, mate. So you're obviously a City fan, aren't you? Yeah, 420 Sesh, you are, what's his name, aren't you? Reaper, you're Reaper. I forgot. Yeah, Daz, you remember I'm Reaper, right? I didn't remember to begin with, mate, but now I do. So yeah, that's right, guys. That's Reaper. All you lads will remember Reaper, the City fan that we've adopted on our channel, won't we? Yeah, you'll be hoping, mate. But yeah, you know, it's going to be. I just think it'll be close either way, to be honest. But hopefully you don't anyway, mate. But obviously that's what you want. But we all want different, don't we? So let's just see, mate. It'd be good to hear your views, Reaper, actually, on all this crap, being a Man City fan. What's coming out about, you know, the flares and all this rubbish with the police and that. So maybe drop me a message afterwards, mate. Comment on something. Because I have got to get off because I've got things to do. But yeah, take it easy, everyone. Thank you for joining me on the live stream. Smash your thumbs up if you haven't already, because you're all legends for doing so. Spanish Dave says, I'm a City fan, like, but you can't say that's unrealistic. I'm a City fan, like, but you can't say that's unrealistic. Spanish Dave, what did you say? Are you saying, like, you're a City fan, but you can't say that's unrealistic? What, like, you're beating us 3-0 at Anfield? It could go either way, mate. If Liverpool don't turn up, then, you know, like, then Man City are a quality team, like I've said before, you know, like, it would concern me if Liverpool don't turn up, because we didn't turn up against Man United, and you're a lot better than Man United, let's face it, we all know that, don't we? So, That's why I'm a little bit nervous. But on a serious note, if we do turn up, then you will have a bloody game on your hands, especially at Anfield. But I think the way, as a Liverpool supporter, I look at it, if we can keep a clean sheet against you at Anfield and then really take it to you at your ground, then I think that would be how I would be trying to do it if I was Jurgen Klopp in Liverpool. But we just have to wait and see, won't we, guys? I think it's going to be two entertaining games anyway for both sets of fans. So I think it's going to be exciting. I didn't like that we drew you. I'm not going to lie. I didn't want you and I didn't want Sevilla, but we have got you. So the task is whoever wins this has to go on to win the Champions League. Let's face it, innit, out of either one of us. But it's good to get you Man City supporters views as well, lads. Like, it's always good to hear other supporters' views on things. True, would be interesting. Yeah, definitely, Dave. Definitely, mate. Yes, Daz, mate. What are you saying? You're right, eye symptoms. I'm just shutting it down, mate. I have been streaming for a while. But thank you for joining me as always, mate. It will be 5-3 aggregate. Be a lot of goals, I reckon, lads, won't there? Either way. Right. I'm off ski, lads. Take care. Like I say, if you wasn't watching this live, lads, and you've just watched it back or whatever, let me know in the comments down below what your views are on it all. It's a little bit silly. It's a little bit blown out of proportion. That please get involved in everything. It's a bit stupid, isn't it? It's just about being supporters. And if you're a Man City supporter, I want to get your views on the game coming up. And I'm not saying, oh yeah, we're going to destroy you 10-0 at your ground or whatever. Like, be realistic. You know what I mean? I like the banter and stuff, but it's going to be two entertaining games. So yeah, let me know what your views are on it as well. Take care, guys. I've been on the bench TV. You've all been legends as always. See you in the next one, geezers.